Hi everyone, welcome back. So this is a quick clip that we're going to get into that was from a previous video. But as always, not financial advice, for entertainment only. Do your own research. I'm invested in following coins and companies. And let's get into the clip. Riot has had a fantastic month as well. So right now, it's just their 2023 production and operation updates. And here's what we got from them. The bullet points. Riot produced 695 Bitcoins, an increase of approximately 36% as compared to March 2022, production of 511. So that's good there. Riot held approximately 7,072 Bitcoin as of March 31st. All of them produced by their self-mining operations. Riot sold 675 Bitcoins, generating net proceeds of approximately 16.7 million. And then Riot had a deployed fleet of 94,176 miners with a hash rate capacity of 10.5 exahash per second as of March 31st, 2023. They don't provide any information as far as any of their immersion cooled miners and if they were able to increase hash rate on those at all. We don't have that information, so we're waiting on that as well. And this number also excludes excuse me, the 17,040 miners that are offline as a result of damage to building G from the severe winter weather in late December in Texas. I'm surprised that they really haven't gotten this resolved, fixed yet. It's been, well, 3 months now that they've had to replace, repair, whatever they had to do to those things. I don't know what extensive damage they've had, but if it was pipes, things like that, I don't know. Maybe they're waiting on components or something like that. That could be the case, but still, 3 months is a long time. So that's the only bad thing I could say on this. Okay, and I think, oh, here it is. Estimated hash rate growth. So due to the ongoing impact of the damage incurred to buildings F and G during the severe winter storms in Texas in late December, Riot now anticipates achieving a total self-mining hash rate capacity of 12.5 exahash in the second half of 2023. So second half of 2023. So now we're looking into, I thought it was second half. So now we're looking into Q3 and Q4 potentially, which is definitely down the road here. So there's definitely something major going on with buildings F and G because those are the ones that had the damage to them. Okay, so that's not good there. But hopefully they get this resolved relatively quickly here. Okay, let's take a look at the numbers that I have for Riot. And let's see here. Oh, and as always, you guys know this. Spreadsheets are always available with my Patreon members. Thank you to everyone there for their continued support. They get all the updates. Whenever I update these, they will get like almost, sometimes there's like daily updates on these. Okay, and it's only $4 a month. So if you want to get all this data, you can sign up there. Okay, less than a cup of coffee at Starbucks. All right, so here's what we got for Riot. Riot has 166.9 million shares outstanding. Stock price is at $9.15. Market cap is 1.5 billion. They are the top dog here. Marathon, I believe, is in second place right now with about 1.4 billion. And their current hash rate is 10.5 exahash. Future hash rate 12.5. They are 83% operational. Hash rate growth is 19.7. And let me see here. 7,072 Bitcoin hodled right now, which is about 200 million roughly. Almost 200 million. It's 199 million. Market or hodl to market cap ratio is 13.03%, and then one share has $1.19 of hodl position in it right now as well. Now, BTC production, you can see here that in April they had a pretty good month of last year of 508. Then they kind of were going down a little bit here towards the summer months where they did a lot more curtailing for ERCOT. And after the summer, going into September, October, you can see that that started to kind of increase as well. Plus their hash rate increased during that time as well. And they peaked in January at 740 Bitcoins. Came down a little bit in February. February was obviously a shorter month, so that's fine. And then March, they're back up to 695 as well. Bitcoin efficiency here for them was 107 in April of last year. It is now, well, March, it's 66. So you can see how that network hash rate has an impact on network efficiency for Bitcoin. So now they're at 66.19, and that's kind of in line with where they've been for the past couple months here on average. You can see they kind of average about 69 or so, 70 BTC per exahash right now. With what they mined here in March, we got 695. That generated them about 17.4 million in revenue. They sold 681. That gave them 17.1 million in revenue right now. And you can see here they've been selling for pretty much ever since June of last year. It looks like they started selling, and they've sold in total approximately, let's see, what did they sell? Approximately $98 million of revenue from Bitcoin in just, what is that? Well, almost 10 months, 10 months, something like that. So they've definitely gotten their money's worth out of that at that time. And looking at their numbers here for March, here's what we added into them. So we added in some of these 90 terahash miners here, about 780 of those. And we also added some of these 140, the XPs, about 4,500 of those to get them up to the 10.5 exahash here. So they got above the 10 exahash limit or mark, I should say, which was great. And let's see here. What else can I show you? Oh, as far as mining, looks like they were mining for about 28 days on average, somewhere around there. Not sure when they got the miners installed, so I put those at 10. Some of them at 11 days, just to get to the numbers that I needed to get down on the bottom for revenue-wise. Otherwise, it looks like everything else was running for about 28 days. So a lot better than it was in February as well, at 26 days. Now, once these new miners get online, well, which they are online right now, but they actually start mining for longer period of time, that's going to help them as well, generating more Bitcoin, and the revenue should go up unless Bitcoin plummets here in this month. Okay, institution-wise, institutions did increase here to 334 from 331. Shares also increased a little bit here to 63 million from 62.87. Percentage owned increased as well to 37.74. And then we do have some more positive, I guess, analyst ratings on them. So we have now 3 strong buy ratings compared to 2 the month prior, 8 buy ratings compared to 9. So that's where kind of the switch came. 1 hold, and before we had 0 on that. So it looks like we got 2 more analysts rating them. Price targets pretty much stay the same here at $12 for the high, $9.05 for the average, and the low is $5 right now on them. Based on all that information, we're using the data, as always, of the current quarter we're in, and then in the last 3 quarters, which obviously is now, I should probably update this one here. Since they reported already that number, we need to move that over to the actual amounts. And here's what we got. So with all the current 4 quarters, we're at 147 million in revenue, looks like, 50% net income, PE of 20, we're looking at $8.81. They are now at $9.15. So right there where I think they should be, right? And then the high would be $13.21. So based on this, they have been growing really well. They are producing a lot of Bitcoin. I think they can get up a little bit higher, but that's kind of where I'm seeing as the top of the mark here for at least Riot right now. Given that Bitcoin can go up, obviously, in price over the time, but hash rate is going to also increase over time. So yeah, I got to take all those things into consideration as well. And based on that, I think they could definitely go up much higher from this than the PE of 20. We've seen it with the miners before where they have gone up quite a bit more, especially when Bitcoin is in a bull run. We'll get the miners getting a PE of 35, 40, 45 sometimes on peaks. And then they come back down when we get into a bear market. But I do think there's a lot more room for them to go as it is. They are still growing this year, which is great to see. They are doing the right things. They got to fix the facility. But otherwise, great job by Riot. So that's it. Yeah.